We'll begin tonight from Kaduna State, where President Tinubu earlier today noted that contemporary and emerging security threats in the West African sub-region is demanding that members must work together to bring peace to the Lake Chad region. He emphasized the need to adapt strategies and tactics to combat mobile and elusive irregular forces that disregard traditional rules of warfare. The president spoke at the graduation ceremony of 291 senior officers at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College Jaji. Lupe Assam was there in our reports.
The event is the graduation ceremony of 291 officers of Course 45 at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College in Jaji, Kaduna State. The arrival of President Bola Tinubu signals the commencement of the ceremony. The graduating officers have undergone 49 weeks of leadership and command training, preparing them for tactical and operational level responsibilities. The training, which encompasses various aspects of security and defense, is not exclusive to Nigeria, as officers from 15 allied nations are among the graduates. President Bola Tinubu in his address assures Nigerians that his administration will prioritize and dedicate significant efforts to the provision of sufficient security for all citizens across the country. He spells out his national security objective, saying it will focus on ensuring security, justice and democratic prosperity through the use of state power.
The democratic tranquility and prosperity of our nation shall never change. As Commander-in-Chief, I have given myself the following charge: to deploy the entire machinery of state power to ensure security of our people.
The president believes Nigeria and the neighboring countries in the Lake Chad region must display courage in reforming their military doctrines and practices. He emphasizes that a change in tactics has become necessary because the countries in the region are battling asymmetry threats that disregard established rules of warfare.
We must also be brave enough to reform military doctrine and practice. We contend against mobile, elusive, irregular forces that disdain the normal rule of warfare. This shall require a change in mindset.
All right, we'll bring you details of that story subsequently. Let's talk now to Dennis, a macro-security expert who joins us on TVC News at 10. So you heard the president say that he's deploying the entire machinery of state power to restore security across board. As a former director of the DSS, was there a time that the entirety of state machinery or the machinery of state power hasn't been deployed in this regard?
Thank you for inviting me. It depends on the situation and how far the commander-in-chief wants to prosecute whatever is in front of him. He does not have to deploy everything, but looking at the severity of what is going on, and then I was kind of elated when I heard that he was going to deploy all the strategic powers at his disposal for this, because I think earlier we've been playing around with, even a ragtag army like Boko Haram or even bandits, Now, if it is, we are going to deploy our whole power on this one, and that will be very nice, because that's what Nigerians want at this time.
All right, so you heard him also talk about the need for the West African sub-region to come together, in this fight. The multinational joint task force has been in operation for some 24 years now. How do you think that collaboration can be improved on?
Well, he has said it, multinational collaboration between Cameroon, Niger, and Chad with Nigeria. And I hope that the problem we had before will not continue, and that is finance, financing that multinational troops that are standing at that northeast part of the country. So if the president is very serious and he's saying that, the collaboration will continue or strengthened, I think that's what he said, will be strengthened, then I think we can have a respite there, because that is the route where you have foreign mercenaries from ISWAP and all kinds of people coming into Nigeria to give us a lot of problems.
Absolutely. So now let's quickly explore the how to improve the effectiveness of the citizenry in helping with intelligence gathering. You know that mutual trust between the people and military forces have been damaged over the years. How can that be restored now?
If you remember very well, differently about his first speech, the inaugural speech, he said something about doctrine and architecture. I think today at the Jaji, he has come up with the kind of doctrine that he wants us to do. I think basically what it is a strategic objective. What is the strategic objective of Nigeria or of our military? And basically, he has described it as the democratic tranquility and the prosperity of Nigeria, which shall never change. So the doctrine, I think, is in place, but we don't still have the architecture. I was expecting that by now, we should even start recruiting or training state police, because that is where the fundamental problem is. We have to balkanize the army, the police, and let them be right there in the local government, where even the local government people are going to contribute as stakeholders. So he has done the doctrine part of it. I hope he's going to do the architecture part of it, where, at least number one on that architecture side will be state police.
All right, we'll keep the state police conversation for another day and see how that will play out under the Tinubu administration. Former DSS Director, Dennis Amakri, thank you for talking to us. Good to see you.